Welcome back to Co-op Comrades. I'm Sulfurno, and this is Racing the Yogscast to Jaffa Factory with magic. If you notice something, I have a glowy version of a red sword now, and there's a new thing at the top of this building. I have done a few things to expand the goings about down below, and I discovered I actually found the limits to the waterfall of power. I have upgraded the waterfall of power. Nah, we're not gonna just use the engines and stuff and deal with all that. We're just gonna make more water wheels. And the worst part is it worked. Spent a good long time working on stuff in between grinding levels to upgrade the fancy sword. So now it does a little bit more damage than it did, and it has even the mystical enlightenment thing, so that I can upgrade it more later. And look, slime balls. There's a reason for slime balls. One of the things that I did expansion-wise was these. I think I might have shown that before, but I don't know. The first thing is I got very tired of dealing with stripping logs. So up here I've got a saw set up, which this was very annoying to do. You can throw wood in this chest to get sucked up there. There's a pedestal there. Puts it directly, the chute takes it directly out of the pedestal without needing the upgrade anymore, and then it shunts it on over, gets processed. I've got the andesite alloy on a deployer, which I added after doing an entire stack of stripped logs, like an idiot. But yeah, when I need more of the thingamajigs, I don't actually have to do it manually anymore. I put the wood in there. Oh, right, this sends the andesite alloy out of this chest up into a pillar, which shunts it into the hand. Probably should have used a filter on that, but oh well. Anyways, I don't have to make the andesite casing anymore. Yay. I can probably also remove the, if I empty this and remove the, filter from the pedestal, I can probably put, brass or, copper up on that, too. Right, the other thing I did. These, as you can see, are magnet upgrades, and it is on a washer thing. And the reason for that is... Oh, great. Sorry about that. I managed to have a whole server thing going weird. Anyways, I've got a mill going here. Over here. Got wheat getting processed and grown and whatnot, turned into seeds, shunted on over, and put through this. It gets ground down into the powder flour stuff, and then turned into the dough. Get the seeds from the process get taken into this thing, and get yucked on over to here, and dumped into that to get burned, because I am so done with too many seeds. And the finished dough gets magnetized up and passed along until it gets yucked into here. And as you might have seen, there is a thing here, mystical lime flower, which this is the plant we're going to be using to get our green dye, because we have a little bit of Botania magic in every Jaffa. Gets processed, sent into the autocrafter so that it gets turned into the petals, and then gets taken out of this and sent right back on up into the chest so that it gets turned into dye, and then the dye gets sent over here and put into the cauldron, and from the cauldron basin it gets taken and put over here. And why, might you wonder? Do I have a ridiculous number of slime balls and want a ridiculous number of slime balls? Well, that's simple. These bastards. These are not very quick, but they are the if I have two sides of them, you can walk on one side and go speedy one way, and then like a road, go on the other side and speed back the other way. But to get a good speed, you need all 6. And you need 6 of them to get the next tier. And it's just, to get the tier 1, you need slime. And we needed slime anyways, for a number of things, like, well, not cactus exactly, but you're gonna be needing it for this, so it's a good beta design of sorts for the finished Jaffa Factory. And look, the waterfall is very, very pretty. Which, funny thing, I went to go and make this to get the slime, and because I needed more of the andesite casings, I got very distracted with making that bastard. and I'm like, so, task, I need slime balls. This, that and ended up happening just so I didn't have to do the axe stuff by hand anymore. And yeah, it ended up working better than I thought. But it did break the entire freaking system at one point, because I maxed out what 2 rows of water wheels can do. So I need to add another one. And now everything works at the same time again. Because sometimes the stupidest solution is the best solution. The other thing I did was I finally color coded these. Just because I've been meaning to. I can dye the pedestals and it looks nice, and I was just being lazy. Oh, right. And the last thing I did, I needed to run multiple seeds at a time, like types of seeds at a time, because I need a lot of bones for stuff. And so I set this whole thing up for future seed needs. That almost rhymed. Also, I keep forgetting to fix this. How dare you? Yes, I could probably go right down and get that, but first. Okay, so I need to put it that way. Yay. I still don't know why Botania's broke. I can't get, like, I've picked that up and put it down, and the mana in it doesn't work, and just done this or that, and it won't work. But yeah, I got all the way up to the needed amount to enchant the sword by killing cows. And it was a very... Seriously? I just did all this. Does it happen when I'm off server? I wonder if it's based on actual real world time. That would be annoying. Sorry if the animal crud is going for quite a while. But yeah, I had to go killing a lot of cows, and this is the first time I could use this sword. Looks pretty well. But yes, that gets me some, like, a little bit of Eternium stuff. Also, I finally did that. A lot of little tiny things that I should have done ages ago, but just didn't because lazy. Like, not having to worry about the door problem anymore. And yeah, I burned through the leather before to make a ridiculous number of books, and I realized to make bookcases, at which we might need a lot we are going to need a lot of for Mana and Orifice to do a special spell thingamajig or something ritual. We're gonna need a lot of bookcases, which requires a lot of leather. Or that, but no. Could also do that, but also no. Just this. Huh. Neat. There's a pillar up there. Oh well. I have not successfully progressed with Mana and Orifice much. Sadly. But, wonder if I can do anything with Ars Magic. No. Only a blue. I do not want more affinity gain. There are bad things that come with that. Whoops. Never took that off. Ah. I can do a thing! Right. The main reason for the episode, now that we're near, like, over halfway through. The computer is actually, or should be completed rather soon. We've got someone who's going to help Quake put it together coming out tomorrow, and we're going to have, like, a actual key for, the version of Windows that's going to be on it, and don't know if it's going to be completed tomorrow, but if it is, we should actually be able to have the Quake back for the next episode. It's and the best thing about this PC, right? Okay, so one of the coolest things, it's much stronger than the laptop, right? And one of the main problems that we've had with trying to get more videos out, like just a ton of them, and occasionally missing videos because neither of us can manage to record and things like that, is because both of our schedules are kind of hectic. He's the only guy who's working at his job properly when everyone else ends up either quitting or getting fired. It is one of the most infuriating things possible, and his bosses do not know how to deal with that. So that ends up making him put on call, like, all the frickin' time. So that's his trouble. My trouble is I take care of my dad, who is, like, I don't know how deep I want to get into this. Taking care of him is a lot of work. It is an everyday type of thing, and it's not optional. My brother used to be able to help out with that, but first he went off to college, and then he wasn't able to help, and then he ended up hurting his back, so he's unable to help because of that. But his back got surgery, so I might actually have more ability to do things once his back heals up and stuff. So that's nice. Doubt it though. But right, the computer. Because Quake is going to have a PC, he is going to be able to do episodes on his own, single player stuff. He'll also be able to come onto the server to do his own things, like all the tech mods and whatnot, progressing those more. The other things. Right, and there's a number of games that he has been really wanting to do for the channel for a long time that I'm either just not into at all, or they're just completely single player, and games he loves, right? But because we can't really do things with that, it's always been on the back burner. That should be an option with the PC. And what was the last thing? Live streams, right? Yeah. My schedule doesn't really allow for consistency, but his has a hell of a lot more of it. So the result of that is we'll actually have a chance at being able to start live streaming consistently on Twitch and YouTube. And what that means I forget what that means. Oh, right. Because of the members thing with the emojis and stuff. If you do the membership, or if you join, like hit the join button, and you get access to the emojis and membership things, when we start doing live streams and whatnot, you'll be able to use the emotes while we're like on YouTube in the stream. They're pretty cool. If you look at posts on the channel, you'll be able to see the you'll be able to see the post about it where you get to look at the channel badges and the emojis, and yeah. Also, soon enough we're going to probably be doing the setup of this, which I am semi-terrified of because reasons. There's a thing for these, right? Yeah. I was hoping there was a, well, can I? No. I was hoping I could use something to make a tree of it. We'll have to worry about those later. It is unfortunately raining. What was the last thing? Right, there's someone else who commented, who said, oh, right, before that. Someone commented a while ago and told me about a rather useful thing to get the, these working better, and I implemented it. It works really well. Just levers flicked down, and you can grab one, and it'll auto-fill the things. And that makes it so much less of a pain. Just so much less of a pain. And what that also means is, once the Quake is back, we'll be able to use those golems, the wicker guy that you saw in the Man and Arthas thing. He has been really wanting to have the golems run around collecting all of the blocks out of these, which that's going to be really fun and fun to see. Right, and the other comment thing. There's a person who has apparently been also doing the Jaffa Factory series. Give me just a sec to get the name. It is Thundie, Thundie. He is in the 300 subscriber range, so he's really close in subscriber numbers to us. Why is the rain getting louder? He's really close in subscribers to us, so it's similar sized channel. He's using a lot of tech in his series. He's at 26 episodes, and he just recently got the Jaffa Jelly. He may very well be the first one to complete a series with the Jaffa Factory concept, which that's not all that surprising. At this point, I've been stuck trying to get the work out getting the PC made, and just things got way slowed down. But with Botania and Nature's Aura and stuff, we have been able to get access to a number of things like the mystical agriculture seeds, which that was one of the key things that we needed for a lot of the stuff we wanted to do. And with the I made so many hopper botany pots. I went and just made an entire 64 of these and an entire 64 of the pots and stuff, and I've been using them. It's one of those things. I also need to probably make more of these because I did a lot with the pedestals again. I just keep doing a lot with the pedestals. Right, doing that actually, doing that actually triggered some progression down here. Like I got this for whatever reason, and I do want to make a thing to do this automatically, but what else was it? Where are you? Excuse me. I did you. I did you. Well, yeah. I did the machine saw, something else, and something else. Can't remember. Did progression and stuff on here. But yeah, just a little bit of an update and a bit of excitement for the next episode. Oh, right. I finally automated this. I automated this, and I automated the twigs thing. So when the tree farm makes twigs, it gets auto-sent into the processing into sticks, and then sent to turn into sawdust, and then sent through. And the reason I automated it, I was not going to manually process this much, or this many twigs. I was not going to run back and forth so many times to manually do that. So now I don't have to worry about those anymore. And they all get sent through, and the chain and whatnot. But before those happen, we've had just a ton of this for ages built up, and this was also a manual thing I had to do. So I no longer have to manually do that either, because this also sends to this, and it only takes out the dust. And it will probably take... You? Oh, I'm lagging again. This I could probably do some upgrades, but the issue is the speed upgrade required is this one, and here is the recipe. And apparently I have to send it through twice. I don't want to make this. Like, this is easy enough, right? Probably. Yeah, just put it through the crusher. Or an enrichment tank. Or a pulverizer. We got options. But this is that with redstone and then diamond dust, which is not much of a, like, the resources aren't the problem so much as the automation to get these, and I just there's no other way aside from having one to get one, which, yeah, I'm lazy. I don't want to do it. This is fine. It's been working through it slowly. It's fine. Probably. If it gets really bad, I can just make more, or make another enrichment chamber. It's fine. But yeah, if everything goes well, we'll be able to say hi to the Quake again Sunday? And then we'll be able to do a number of things. And so yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and hit the join button, and check out Thundy. He almost got his series finished, I think, but I don't know what he's planning to do after he actually gets an automated system to make Jaffa cakes, because he would be the first. We actually have a plan for our cakes, but that is for the future. And yeah. Oh, right. Swift Energy and W Energy. 10% off or use promo code GoOutComrades to get 10% off W and 20 to something-ish off with Swift, and we got links to both of those down in the description. Swift is my preferred. It has more of a kick to it and has me all chatty like I've been in this episode. Yes. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but at the same time I don't think I am. So I'm just gonna end it here. So yeah. Bye.